What is up, guys? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I am Joy Collects, as always. And yes, you can see the shirt, the beats, Doug, top 5 Dead or Alive cartoon on Nickelodeon, Argue with the Wall. I mean, who didn't love Quailman? Come on, guys, come on. I'm not here to argue that, though. I'm not here to debate that. It's a whole different cartoons and cereal. You know the thing. We'll do that another time. Today I'm here because you see the thumbnail, you see the description, all that. What is this mystery purchase that I did? What is this? What did I buy? What did I get? What is it, Joe? I bought this maybe a month ago. About a week ago. I'm about to say stupid. It's been long. That's my ADHD again. I bought this about a month ago now. It was an Amazon purchase. It's been sitting in my cart for the longest time. And I was sitting here and just like trying to, you know when you're sitting trying to justify the purchase and you're going off in your head and you're like, what? Do I need to get this? Like, and you're like, oh, I'm probably saying no. But do I want this? Yes, of course, I want this. And I mean, if you guys haven't learned by now, with my collection, I consider my collection very weird and different. Because while I do collect the Joes and Valaverse and some Marvel Legends, you'll see some other things behind me, obviously. There's some Mafex in there, there's some third parties, some toy soldiers. I think my collection is a lot different than a lot of people's because of one of the things that I do buy as far as some of the comic books that I buy, some of the random things you might think, or at least are random to you. I like a lot of representation of my collection, whether that's a part of history, whether it's different races, whether it's just a nostalgia thing. I have a nostalgia shelf I've been building out. I like having a main character, or even a side character or something from a different, TV show growing up, or something that I can stick into that shelf that is part of my childhood and represents that. This was one of those things. It's a history thing. Happens to be one of my favorite characters from one of the, GOAT of cartoons and comics and stuff like that. That might be a little giveaway too, excuse me. But I looked at it for a while, and I said, you know what? We're gonna do it. I had a trip. As you guys can see, my August was busy. If you haven't seen some of the videos on the channel, check that out. ToyTuber, Antique Malls. August was busy, but it was fun. I had a load of fun. And I don't regret spending the money, because at the end of the day, you can always make more money. You can't take the money with you. So, do what you're gonna do. Obviously, have your priorities. Make sure you're good in life. But if you have something that you want, and you have the means to go get it, and it ain't gonna hurt you, go do it. So this purchase means a lot of things. Let's pull the box up. So we bought that, again, I've had for a while, but we bought my boy Franklin. Big ass. If you guys have heard me, I keep saying big ass motherfucking Franklin. This is what I meant. Big ass motherfucking Franklin. And every time, you guys see the Big Man Blastoise? I mean, at this point, I feel like everybody's seen it. Every time I say big ass Franklin, that I just see the Blastoise. Y'all know what it is. Every time I see Franklin, I say Big Man Blastoise in my head, and I start doing the dance. I love this. Yes, I bought Franklin from Super 7 and Peanuts. It was, again, an Amazon purchase. It was the price it was. It doesn't even matter. Again, paying for is a thing. But this meant a lot to me for a good number of reasons. Anyway, Franklin meant a lot because, again, he was one of my favorite characters. Franklin was one of the new kids on the block. He came in and he wasn't not accepted, but obviously a new person comes into the block and it's like he's not part of the gang yet, but slowly but surely he gets brought in. I didn't know some of the things that I learned about him in the process of, getting to learn more about him. He was actually written in during the Civil Rights Movement, which was really cool to me. He came in, Charlie Brown actually met him on a beach, and Charlie had a ball, he played with the beach ball, he lost it, and Franklin came walking in, hand him the ball back. And then, he introduced himself. They talked. He said he was new to the neighborhood and that they were, we're going to go to school together, XYZ. They had a day on the beach. And like I said, slowly but surely, he was brought in. And like I said, it was cool that he was, this big ass box. It's cool that he was part of the civil rights movement. So now, what I mean by that is, during the civil rights movement, Charles Schulz was approached to actually introduce a black character into Peanuts. Now, Charles received a lot of threats after even considering it, as far as like, don't put a black character in, you're going to ruin the comic, and we're going to drop you from, our newspapers, and we won't syndicate you, we won't post you, blah, blah, whatever. And Charles went back and forth about it a lot. He didn't want to offend, he didn't want it to come off the wrong way, things like that nature. And it actually took some African American people writing to Charles Schulz to say, listen, go for it. Do it. Introduce him into the comic. It's going to be great in the long run. Trust us. And he went for it. And again, while he was met with a lot of criticism, and a lot of people did try to threaten him, some people actually did drop him, and he came back. He stood on business. He put him into the comic, and after a while, it became a mainstay. You see him on some of the Thanksgiving specials and the Christmas specials. He actually has his own specials now, on Apple TV, I believe. I think it came out either this year or last year, actually, it kind of came out. And I actually read about that too. But I love how he's kind of portrayed as Franklin he's cool, he's witty, he's funny, even though some of his jokes are kind of dry. And he says, it's like when he's trying to be funny, he ain't really funny. But then he says things in his own, he says things that are hilarious, but he doesn't find them funny. So like, he met Linus in the pumpkin patch, I should say. And he came off very strong, and he said a joke to Linus, and Linus was just kind of like, huh, oh, yeah, I get it. That was hilarious. And like, Franklin's dying laughing. But then there's another scene where he was in school with Peppermint Patty, and he was worrying about a test. And Peppermint Patty's like, so what'd you get, Franklin? And he was like, I got an A. And she was like, and she looked at him, he was like, damn, I wasted a good worry on this one. And like, that shit's funny. Like, I wasted a worry for nothing. Like, he just wasted a worry. Like, so things like that to me were funny from him, but things like that he actually tried to make weird jokes came off just stupid. Nobody laughed at him. But, he was awesome. He was a great character. I love the box art. I love that there's actual comics on the side, on the back. It's a big ass box. But, I mean, on the back, just a quick view of him, and honestly, some of the things I really didn't know about him, but he's a busy kid. He plays baseball. He's learning the guitar. He's a member of the swim team and the 4-H. Though his life is active, Franklin is never too busy to help his friends. He's supportive and smart and always willing to lend a hand. He also enjoys spending time with his grandparents and learning about the old days from then. Despite going to different schools, Charlie Brown and Franklin met at the beach and have fun playing ball. Afterward, Charlie Brown invited Franklin to visit his neighborhood. Even though he thinks Charlie Brown and his friends are a little weird, he's happy to be part of the gang. And that's another thing that I find hilarious. He's like the guy where he sees everybody acting like completely just, again, being weird as hell, and he almost breaks the fourth wall. He's the guy off to the side. He just kind of looks at the camera, like, straight into, he's looking at you like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, he's the judging person, and I think that's hilarious. That's probably why he's one of my favorite characters, because I always loved when they broke the fourth wall. I always loved when they looked, they were like, fucking weirdo. That's why I love The Office. When they cut to the camera and it's just an awkward stare. That was Franklin. I don't want to keep going on and on, but we're going to open this thing for the first time, guys, and we'll react to it together. So hope you enjoy it. Out of the package. It's like having like a child. Like, we both got big ass heads too. I ain't gonna hold you. But, this is like the character come to life. This thing's big too. It has like 5 POA. The arms move a little bit, but it's restricted by the jacket, which I'm not going to take off. You know, the arms move. The legs actually move a pretty decent amount. Soft goods jacket, soft goods shorts. It's got some nice little shoes on, some socks. And you see the socks match the shirt. Soft goods shirt. Head moves a little bit. Nothing crazy. I don't think there's waist. Nah, it's one solid piece. I have no clue where I'm going to put this. There's no accessories that come with it. I'm looking in the box now. I'll tell you what, you get a nice big hit of that plastic. That plastic smell hits you. But just an awesome figure. Just an awesome piece. I saw this and it was in my Amazon cart for the longest time, and I was just like, not family vacation, but I have a vacation coming up. You guys saw my August was real busy, and I was like, can I afford this right now? And then it was like, paid for, and I was like, oh yeah, that's the thing. So, I just wanted to show this piece off. It's just a quick little video. I'm looking around my collection, and I'm like, frankly, I might give him like my wrestling title to hold or something like that. I just thought it was really cool. It's like having a Peanuts character. And again, one of my favorite characters. I'm also looking at Joe Cool. I'm not gonna lie. I might pull a trigger on a Joe Cool. He has 5 fingers too. He has 5 fingers. There you go. Franklin. I'm gonna have too much fun with this thing. I'm gonna have too much fun. It got little pockets in the jacket. Look, this guy's swagged out. I love how it matches too. Come on, man. Your favorite character can never. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Like I said, I saw this figure and it resonated with me, and I was like, I gotta have this. I gotta add this into my collection. Where I'm gonna put it, I have no clue. I've been looking at buying some new shelving, so maybe it'll sit on the top of a shelf or something like that, but it is a figure I had to have. There's a lot of reasons behind it, but even growing up, before I knew a lot of the things that I know now as an adult, he was always one of my favorite characters. And again, it's just, you kind of resonate with people that, not to make it racial, but skin tone is one big thing. And you notice that. As a child even, you notice that. At least being me. You notice that he's the only black character on the show. So you kind of sometimes focus on that too. And you see, that's cool. Like, that he got accepted into the group with everybody else and became a regular and got written into the show. And then he showed up on specials, and now they're really giving him specials and not miniseries, but movies about him and everything. So it's cool to just see. It's cool to add to the collection. I love it. And maybe I'll put a picture on my Instagram as far as to like where I'm going to put it. But Big Ass Franklin is here. I love it. Thanks for watching, guys. New stuff coming to the channel pretty soon. Toy Kind jerseys is around the corner, so maybe we'll talk about that a little bit down next week before it pops up. I'll see if I do both days. We'll see what comes up. But guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and catch you soon. I'm gonna play with this the rest of the day. This is cool. Peace.